along with divisional heads and regional heads, we found a lot of improvement. So my take is, sir, that regional level and divisional levels are to be galvanized more in comparison to what they are right now. And then maybe that we get the results sooner than expected if these two levels are activated. Currently, I'm seeing that it is the PAO who is basically coordinating with the DDOs. So the effect and DDOs are reporting to divisional heads. So somewhere that coordination, that monitoring, effective monitoring is lacking over the DDOs. Because when we did the online training interaction, whatever you say, for around 10 days regional basis, we found that a lot of improvement has taken place by doing that pre and post scenario. So if divisional level or regional levels are activated more, in fact, I suggested my CPMG sir, and he was quite, he welcomed this idea that whenever there is MIS meeting of regional heads, then all these points, the issues should be made an agenda in that MIS meeting, so that a monthly meeting should take place and monthly progress on these items which PO are facing. So that should be taken up. So that is what I shared with CPMG and DPS headquarters also. If that could be activated, a lot of problems of ours, not with respect to NPS and NPS Lite, other issues also can be solved out.
Any reaction, DPS Lucknow?
Sir, we have started conducting training session as sir has mentioned, and we are also planning to have a joint workshop again and again, so that the knowledge gap is filled up and all are activated. So I was during the discussion lunchtime, I was discussing with sirs, we can have a divisional head meeting in the coming weeks only, and we can share whatever we are gathering here, sir.
Thank you. Everybody agree to Lucknow view? Let me put a question. DPS budget operation unit, GM finance and DMP budget control unit. Now, do you feel any impact on this compliance mechanism from budget angle? There is one component which is government contribution. Common to all the schemes. Have you ever thought of whether it is short budget has been given or SS budget has given? From where you book the expenditure? Government contribution? No. It has to have some specific contribution. Has anybody realized? We also didn't realize at headquarters till the last budget. Because you have to analyze the expenditure that you are supposed to incur on this account for the coming year. When you go back, analyze whether you have projected any expenditure for this. How do you book that expenditure? Maybe in pension head.
So,
No, that has to be made a separate accounts. Please check it up. Can you analyze if you book under pension, what is your contribution for the whole circle? It is system takes care of it. But where is that expenditure booked?
as per SOP, sir, issued by the directorate, it is booked under 3201 only, sir.
3201 may any revenue expenditure is to be booked.
Oh, that is under pension.
Please check out whether you project budget for this specific purpose, so that you will understand what is your contribution from individuals, what is government's contribution. Okay, please check out. We will rectify, because this was also not realized at headquarters. Okay. Now next issue is coming to, we have issued order that the oversight committee should be constituted up to regional level. There in that order we have seen the regional level review meeting of the oversight committee should happen every month, because it has to come out from the ground. Then the circle level review committee has to be conducted every 2 months, because Ministry of Finance has given us a mandate to conduct a review every 3 months. So your monthly report from region can be analyzed in once in 2 months at a circle headquarters. And once we get your report, we will conduct oversight committee meeting at headquarters. Okay. Oversight committee to supervise everything beyond the statutory role of PFRDA or NLDA. What is actually happening? We started oversight committee meeting at headquarters by collecting information from the circles. But from April onwards, we will conduct oversight committee meeting only on the basis of oversight committee report of the circle. It has to be made mandatory. It is mentioned in that order. If it is to be reiterated, we will reiterate. So basically, the compliance system that we have seen, we will also delegate it to the circles. What we have done after Nagpur conference is Principal PO Delhi will collect monthly audit report from PAOs and consolidate it, submit it to my internal audit team, who will further scrutinize and send it to PFRD. Is it happening in your circle? Audit हो रहा है क्या? किस बेसिस पे आप audit कर रहे हो?
So as
सर्कल PAO जो audit monthly basis पे schemes का करेगा, किस basis पे, किस report के basis पे आप कर रहे हो? What is happening in Telangana? You are conducting. So I have seen that Andhra also submits report, audit report.
So we have also submitted.
ठीक है, मेरे कहने का मतलब है ऑडिट रिपोर्ट को लेके ही जो ऑडिट कंप्लायंस मैडम बोल रहे हैं, हम उसको आपका कंप्लायंस को लेके ही हम करेंगे. फिगर्स विल बी टैलीड बाय प्रिंसिपल पीओ दिल्ली. प्रिंसिपल पीओ दिल्ली से कोई आया है स्टैटिस्टिक्स के साथ? आपको ऑडिट रिपोर्ट हर सर्कल्स में मिल रहा है? विजयवाड़ा से नहीं मिल रहा है. विजयवाड़ा से हमको पास, हमारे पास भेज दिया. विजयवाड़ा you send it to them. Okay.
Yes, the principal PO Delhi said they are monitoring us also very much, and they are asking for action taken reports on monthly basis.
Absolutely.
So we have
that is their role.
That is there, sir. But my request would also be that the copy of the same may be given to CPMG also, so that the importance.
We will do. See, basically,
because we are
basically, Sanjeev, when we have delegated the power for oversight committee report, it is your bounden duty to show to your CPMG this is the audit report for this month. क्योंकि रीजनल बेसिस में ये नहीं हो सकता है, ऑडिट रिपोर्ट अपने पीओ ही जनरेट करेगा. ऑडिट रिपोर्ट सर्कल लेवल कंप्लायंस कमिटी में we will standardize what are the documents the PO should submit to CPMG while conducting your circle level oversight committee.
Circle level or oversight committee meetings have been held, sir, and the minutes have been shared also to the directorate. It is the regional level oversight committee that meeting is not taking place.
No,
despite
regional
the best
level पे
efforts.
CPMG और आप बैठे हो ना, regional level को आप थोड़ी डायरेक्ट इंटरेक्ट कर पाएंगे. ठीक है, it is you discuss this issue in your circle level committee. Region CPMG के अंडर में ही है. आप रिव्यू तब करो जब रीजनल लेवल से रिपोर्ट आता है. ठीक है ना? See, basically there are two components which are common: DPS headquarter and IFA. Both of you should together submit report to CPMG that this is what is happening in this region, this is not happening in that region. That you interact with distinct regions and DPS headquarter and you coordinate. When you conduct your circle level oversight committee once in 2 months, what are the deficiencies in different regions? Let it be placed before the CPMG.
Level, sir, oversight committee meetings are to be held on monthly basis, sir, as per the SOP of the directorate.
Basic circle level twice.
ये देख लीजिएगा सर. अभी currently it is on monthly basis, sir.
ना ठीक है, आपने कर रहे हैं तो थोड़ा इसीलिए क्योंकि यूपी सर्कल का परफॉर्मेंस आफ्टर नागपुर कॉन्फ्रेंस इज द बेस्ट. ठीक है, There are circles where plant generation is zero. I don't like to encourage them here because everybody has to come to that level. Plant generation in several circles is zero. There was a CAG para. That's what today morning I was telling. If you don't do it, CAG will do it. And CAG para को संभालना आपके पास काम नहीं है. And in any case, I tell you that CAG para is going to be a PSC para and secretary post. Along with his team, will face Public Accounts Committee on that issue. Please don't allow this to happen once again. We will standardize what is to be discussed at regional committee and circle committee. We will send instruction. But the basic purpose of constituting those committees is for this compliance work. And it's not we have the only wisdom. You also think about what are the issues you need to discuss at circle level committee or regional level committee, because it will depend upon the performance of the region. I have just highlighted a few figures. I don't like to highlight all the issues because these letters will go to circles. I mean, individually, we'll say how UP is performing to CPNG UP only, not to Maharashtra. What is happening in Maharashtra, we will write to them. Basic intention may be after 1/4/22, we will uniformize the process. So you have to strengthen your circle level committee and regional level committee. Things have been, as we see, things have improved. But that improvement is over our past performance only. We have to reach 100% level. Okay. You also apply your wisdom and see how better it can be done. One is NPS is better. NPS light, we have to do a lot of work. Specifically in those cases where PRAN has been generated but contribution is not there, and vice versa. Thank you. Now, you will leave or you will give us company till the end? No, we will start and then the end. You would like to listen to their points also. Thank you. No, both of you, if you give us good advice, then our performance will be better.